Hey everybody! Before we jump right into the action, I just wanted to let you know that these things are streamed on Twitch, and if you wanna hang out with me while I'm live, you can follow the channel. Will be the first link in the description. Okay, getting the black pieces and opponent going for e4. Gonna be trying out the Caro-Kann, expecting to run against the hillbilly attack sooner or later. Still wondering when that is gonna happen, but so far we get solid main line with d4. Will it be the advance? Okay, it is actually the advance. Let's go for the c5 line. This is what we're gonna be playing in this rating climb. Exclusively, just gonna be focusing on the c5 lines. And now it's important that you start out with knight c6. Because if you take immediately and then you play knight c6, they could do knight c3. And you can no longer pin the knight. So this move is done first. And now dc5 is bad because of knight e5. I mean, equal bad. And now knight f3 important to take, because if we start bishop g4, they could do dc5. And now if we try to recapture, they can sack the queen because of bishop b5 at the end. This is theory. So now it's important to take first, expecting pawn takes, and then we develop the bishop. Out to g4. Idea is to take on f3, and then the pawn on d4 is already super weak. And we see bishop to b5. I think this is like pretty common, especially for lower rated games. I think I could start away with rook c8, just preparing to take back with a rook. Could also just do e6 and sort of ignore it. Yeah, I'm actually not super sure. I think both are definitely fine. Just trying to figure out which one is like best here and like the most precise. E6 definitely feels natural and playable. But I'm gonna go with yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with the natural move. Was considering rook c8. We'll actually have to check this after the stream and see whether rook c8 makes sense to be played there. I know for sure both are doable, but I wanted to see maybe rook c8 could be more precise. So on h3, I think as a rule of thumb, we can always take against the advance and just try to play against the weak pawn. For now, we won't be able to capture it because of the pin. And then I think we can go knight e7. So yeah, the thing is, this is for sure something that we're quite happy to see, but it's a question whether he can somehow play quick bishop e3, knight e2, and rook c1 to fix this pawn. But I don't think that's the case. So after this, typically we just get knight e7, knight f5. That is one of the plans. Could throw in the bishop check, but I don't think we need to. So I'm just gonna follow it up with knight e7. And yeah, we see knight e2. Could just play knight f5. Could have gone for queen check as well, but problem is he has knight c3 and protects the bishop, so you don't really achieve anything with queen a5 in that position. So now on knight e2, I'm gonna just continue with the typical move, hitting the d4 pawn, and I think already white is under some pressure. They could still, I think, survive, but after queen d1, get to collect the pawn, hit the bishop. They've got a lot of hanging stuff. We have a super safe position. Just gonna take with a knight, keeping it really, really solid. And okay, now we can actually throw in the check because he's gonna be forced to block with a bishop, and then we just get to trade even more pieces. Hey, my boy, Dazed with a prime. Appreciate it, buddy. Here we have a Caro-Kann for you. Thank you for that. So, opponent goes bishop to d2, and now could definitely take. But I'm considering whether to throw in queen a5 or not, because this might actually force a queen trade. So, could definitely do that. I think maybe simpler just to take on d2 and castle. But I'm just going to go queen a5. I feel like it's putting a little bit more pressure on my opponent. Because if he castles, we can take on d2 and he has maybe problems with e5 square. And now I think we have managed to get the queen trade, or at least can win another pawn. So yeah, okay. Cashing in the free pawn seems reasonable. There's no check on a4. Maybe knight d3 ideas as well, so he needs to castle. b4 still allows knight d3. I think that's perhaps doable. Yeah, I think knight d3 is pretty unpleasant for my opponent. Although king f1 could get a bit messy. I don't want to like start with it. Maybe just queen b5 is more accurate, because after queen b5, kind of trapping his king in the middle of the board. That looks like something. So maybe queen a6 also, just because it's a bit safer there. Like queen b5, he has a4. So I'll just use queen a6 because it's no way for him to attack it now. Sure, it's b5, but I take. I keep corner of the diagonal. And I have like 93 big frat. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. Pick up the pawn most likely. King e2 gonna go there and pick up the queen actually. So he's kind of forced to go to f1. Yeah, okay, now we just get to win the queen because of the double attack with my queen on the discovery. And yeah, I'm gonna throw in queen d3 first, giving another check. Could pick up that. Could go h5. Was looking towards h4. And then could maybe even play g5. Could take the queen anytime, basically. Yeah, could actually just take it now. It's just a bit unnecessary to look for a mate. And okay, what's like the easiest checkmate? I feel like g5 to open up some lines. He needs to take with a pawn, and I'm considering something like rook c8. Okay, if he takes that way, this for sure will get made it easier, because we have queen g6 or even queen h7 checkmate. So we managed to get this one in. Hey everybody, thanks a lot for making it this far into the video. And if you're interested in checking out my London system course, will be the first link in description. So thanks again, and I'll see you around on the channel. Take care.